amenities that today's sports fans demand, the heritage that race fans expect from Daytona. As 2016 saw the closest finish in the history of the Great American race, it not only conjured memories of Johnny Beauchamp and Lee Petty's pretty wide photo finish in the inaugural 1959 Daytona 500, but reminded race fans everywhere that a reimagined race experience hadn't changed the core of what Bill Franz envisioned decades ago. Welcome.
Also over on the left-hand side, you'll see a small part of our road course called the bus stop or the chicane. Now, our road course out here adds 1.06 miles to the overall length of our track. And steeper, we're almost to that 31 degrees banking. Now, just to give you an idea of how high this is, from these double yellow lines alongside the tram up to that wall at the top, it's just over 4. Now, this time out in front of the tram, and I am going to put it on both sides for you in just a moment here at a different time, but I'd like to present to you our $400 million renovated front stretch seating area. Renovations were completed in this seating area in January of 2016. That seating area that you're looking at is 0.8 of a mile. As I do so, I want everybody to look down the road and you will see a fire truck. We own all of our own emergency vehicles out here at our track. The reason for that is anytime we have at least one car on the track, we must have emergency personnel and vehicles ready to respond. Some of them between now and the end of our tour. Now, while you're checking out these memorable moments, I will tell you that my favorite driver of all time is on the wall down here. He's an old-time driver, but I'm an old guy. He won the 1967 Daytona 500, but he was known for racing in many different circuits around the world. His name is Mario Andretti, and the reason he's my favorite driver is because I'm from his hometown of Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Well, we're going to talk about the very last picture on the wall right after you see Mario. I need everybody to check this out on the left-hand side. The last picture shows you the finish of the very first Daytona 500 in 1959. Now, when you check that out, it appeared that 3 cars were finishing that race. However, only 2 of those cars were on the lead lap. Johnny Beauchamp was declared the winner and went to victory lane. Travel on. It is a 1.5 mile walking, biking, jogging trail. It's a way of giving back a little bit to the community. Next, we're going to be going through this solar pavilion. We do have several solar structures on our property and a total of 7,000 solar panels. Coming up here on the right is our second fan entrance, the Chevrolet Gate. Now, you might be interested to learn that when that gate opened in 2016, we were not allowed to call it the Chevy Gate. We had to say Chevrolet. Now, you know what I was thinking? Go home and watch a commercial. Now, when we get through this solar pavilion, come up here on the left-hand side, you will see the most photographed place on our property. Now, taking a look over there, what you're going to see is a huge American flag. Near the base of that flag, you might be able to see a plaque. But it's not the most photographed place because of anything over there. On the right-hand side of the tram and looking up, you will see a huge Daytona International Speedway sign. That sign is 355 feet long, and the letters in Daytona are 13.5 feet tall. Now, I need to have a heart-to-heart with everybody on the left-hand side of the tram. How many of you are feeling a little bit ripped off right now? You either had to bend over there to see that sign, or you didn't get up here. I'm going to ask you to let me get those changed. And then the other thing here, very important, that you not leave any valuables on the tram at this stop. It is not safe to do so. All right, I'll be right there. Wallace's car. Now, coming up here on the left-hand side, you will see the first of 2 pedestrian bridges that we have. These bridges enable fans to cross safely over International Speedway Boulevard on race day. They also lead over to our One Daytona area, which currently consists of 2 hotels, many restaurants and stores, a movie theater, and apartment complexes. But the highlight is coming up as soon as we clear this bridge. Looking over to the left, you'll be able to see what appears to be a glass-looking building. That is called the International Motorsports Center. In that building are housed the majority of the offices of NASCAR, offices of Daytona International Speedway, and the offices of IMSA. If you look over there, you won't see any signage telling you what that building is because you're looking at the back of the building. And over here on the right-hand side, our fifth and final fan entrance, the Sunoco Gate. Now, when we get down here in front of the tourist building where you came in, there are three statues and something else I'd like to point out to you. The very first statue you will see is Bill France Jr. He took over the reins from his father back in the 1970s. Next, on the sidewalk framed in red, you will see our Walk of Fame. This features our Daytona 500 champions from 1996 to present. The next statue is the man himself, Dale Earnhardt Sr., the winningest driver out here at Daytona International Speedway with 34 total victories. Now, he only had one Daytona 500 victory, but the next closest to him in overall victories at this track, Tony Stewart with 19. Maybe I get some good pictures of my car up here before I take it home. The last statue down here are founders Bill France Sr. and wife Annie B. Not only were they the founders of the racetrack, but Bill France and a number of other gentlemen were also the founders of NASCAR back in 1948.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.